go, John.
Yeah,
You text him when you call. Let's go. You losing a lot of weight, man.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you all for being here. I'm joined today by the Alder of the 6th Ward, Alderman Hall, OMC Executive Director, Mr. Frank Velez, CDOT Commissioner William Cheeks Jr., DFSS Commissioner Angela Green, DSS Commissioner Cole Stollert, Department of Buildings First Deputy John Scott. We're joined by ComEd EVP and Chief Operating Officer Mr. David Perez, as well as community leaders, faith leaders, and vital partners of the City of Chicago. Thank you all for your leadership and your support of our residents. Together, these leaders, private partners, community organizations, utility providers, and city departments represent the collective response to our communities as we face extreme storms and very difficult weather this week. Extremely high winds and rain have damaged many of our homes, trees, windows, and utility poles that city crews are working tirelessly to respond to. We want to extend our thoughts and prayers to those across Chicagoland and the entire communities that have been impacted by this storm. During moments like these, we are reminded of the interconnectedness of our region and the importance of coming together to rebuild and support one another. OMC has remained in coordination with the National Weather Service in Chicago and other utility partners and agencies to prepare for Wednesday's and Thursday's storms. And OMC 311 call takers continue to serve on the front lines by taking calls from residents and logging storm-related requests. As of Friday, June 12th at 10 a.m., residents reported 10 flooded viaducts, water in 101 basements, over 673 traffic signals down, over 8,300 tree emergencies, and another 3,653 trees that needed to be cleared away. All responding agencies, including DSS and CDOT, answered those calls and are continuing to restore services and ensure public safety. On behalf of the entire city of Chicago, I want to extend my heartfelt thanks and gratitude to all of our city workers who have been on the front lines this week, especially OMC, DWM, DOB, and street and sanitation workers. I also want to thank our utility partners, community organizations, faith leaders, and volunteers who have stepped up to support residents. I encourage residents to continue calling 311 to report water in your homes and basements, flooding on our streets and viaducts, streetlight outages, and tree debris. City crews are ready to quickly respond to your request. Next week, the City of Chicago will work with Cook County, the state, IEMA, and FEMA to begin conducting an assessment of the storm damage and evaluate what recovery steps are needed next. We want to extend a word of caution to homeowners. After any damaging weather events, homeowners should be alert for home repair businesses offering fraudulent services. You can find more information and resources from the Illinois Attorney General, the Chicago Department of Business Affairs and Consumer Protection, or by just simply calling 311. Lastly, as Chicago continues to confront more extreme weather and storms that hit our south and west side communities especially hard, I want to uplift our commitment to combating climate change, particularly in the communities that bear the brunt of it. We are working to meet our ambitious tree planting goals and improve the south and west side's tree canopy that will help absorb water in extreme storms. We are investing greener and more modernized infrastructure across our cities so that our communities can withstand extreme weather. And we continue utilizing the full force of government approach to invest in our communities and strengthen the city's response to our people. Thank you again to the city leaders, crews, and our partners who are serving the people of Chicago this week. Now I want to thank a partner in this work, the Alder of the 6th Ward. Please welcome Alderman Will Hall. Oh, and it's also his birthday, so happy birthday, Alderman Hall.
Working on my birthday. First of all, I wanted to say welcome to the 6th Ward. This is Chicago's resilient ward. Secondly, I want to thank our mayor for answering the phone call. When there was distress, I started with our leader, and I'm grateful not only that he answered the phone, but he showed up. I'm grateful that behind us in 1992, there was a dream team that went to Barcelona, but this is the dream team that continues to answer the phone even on a sunny day for the storm that we had, each of these commissioners. And so we're grateful for this dream team for showing up in some of the hardest weather we've ever seen in our city's history in this ward. And so, as our mayor has said, the climate has changed. Right off the expressway, this is now a wind tunnel that seems to pick up tornado weather-like conditions, especially in the last 3 years. And so, again, I'm grateful that no tree felled, hit someone and killed them. Cars can be replaced, lives can't. And so we're grateful not only that we're moving trees, but we're moving forward to be a leader in how do we fix both an environmental issue and how do we continue to show up for our neighbors. And so to the entire 6th Ward, the mayor is here because that's what our mayor does with his team. They show up. And so again, Mayor, and to all of these commissioners, ComEd, all of our partners, thank you for showing up when it was dark, because today the light is shining bright on this ward in our city. And so the one who answered the phone when the lights were out, when we didn't know which way cars were going to go, he's a great manager of any emergency in our city. He's our commissioner, Commissioner Frank Velez, as he comes.
Thank you, Alderman Hall, and thank you, Mayor. I'm Frank Velez, the Executive Director for the Office of Emergency Management Communications. I wanted to start out by thanking all our city partners who have been working around the clock responding to storms for the last 2 days. Your all hard work and dedication to keep Chicago safe and deserves recognition. As part of our morning, OMC has received well over 13,000 calls, as the mayor said, calls for services through 311 with these storms, in addition to over 7,000 service requests we've received online via our apps. The majority of these calls are downed trees and debris. If you need to report storms, the quickest and the best way is that by using the 311 app or the online at 311.chicago.gov. I wanted to echo some that the mayor said. Very important. If you feel that your home was damaged by the storms, we caution you to be mindful of home repair frauds. You can visit the website, the Illinois Attorney General's Chicago Department of Business Affairs and Consumers Protection, to protect yourself from home repair frauds. Links can be found on the Chicago OMC app. If you are a victim of consumer fraud, you can report it to 311 also. If you are a SNAP recipient and lost food in the last 2 days, you are eligible for food loss reimbursement. If you apply within the next 10 days through the Illinois Department of Human Services, recovery resources information can be found on the OMC app at the OMC website at chicago.gov/OMC. I encourage everyone to download the OMC app and sign up to Notify Chicago alerts at the notifychicago.org. Having the OMC sign up for the alerts is the best way to make sure that you're prepared and informed on what is happening. With that, I will turn it over to my good friend, Commissioner Stollard.
Good afternoon, Mayor. Alderman Hall. My name is Cole Stollard, Commissioner, Department of Streets and Sanitation. I just want to ask everybody and say thank you for the patience and the grace that you're giving the department and all of us that are working together. This isn't just a streets and sand thing. This is a water thing. This is a CDOT thing. This is an OEMC thing. This is a mayor's office thing. This is all of us working together. It's our trucks that are out there, and we kind of get a lot of the recognition or the thanks, but it is all hands on deck here. We have over 10,000 tree emergencies, and what's unique about this storm is we've seen this magnitude of storms, but with this one that makes it unique is it hit all 50 wards. Usually it's a 10 ward, 15 ward, 20 ward situation, and it kind of is isolated. This one's all 50 wards, so it's affected all 50 wards. We're going to continue to work with ComEd. We're going to continue to work with People's Gas. We're going to continue to work with OEMC, and know that we're there for you. And just please be patient. I said we have over 10,000 of these emergencies, and it's an emergency to everybody. If a tree's laying on somebody's car, that's an emergency. If it's a tree laying on somebody's house, that's an emergency. If there's a tree blocking somebody's sidewalk, we understand that's an emergency. Right now we're focusing on opening streets. We have over 400 blocked streets still. And if we don't have these streets open, ambulances can't get there, police can't get there, residents can't get there, people can't get their medicine, dialysis, oxygen, food, I can go on and on. So our goal right here through these next couple days is to get all these streets open citywide. And then we'll start addressing the block sidewalks, the branches in the parkways. We know everybody wants to get life back to normal, and we're here working in partnership, and we'll be here Saturday, we'll be here Sunday, and we'll be here all next week, and we'll be here till we get it done. That's the commitment that we have. That's the backing I have with the mayor behind us. That's what we're here to do. Thank you, and I'd like to introduce First Deputy Craig Turner from CDOT.
Well, good afternoon, Mayor Barron Johnson and Alderman Hall. My name is Craig Turner. I'm the First Deputy Commissioner for the Chicago Department of Transportation. First, I want to thank all the city crews that are working tirelessly to this response to make our streets safer and clear the roads. At CDOT, our Division of Electrical Operations has been working 24/7 to repair the street lights, traffic signals, and also working in conjunction with ComEd to make our streets safer. We've been hanging temporary stop signs across the city. We just ask that everyone please slow down and drive carefully because some of the traffic signals are dark and they're not flashing red. So we just want everyone to be safe out there. And we also ask that if you see any down wires to contact 311, stay away from them. And we'll work with our streetlight crews and also ComEd to resolve the issue as quickly as possible. Again, we thank you for your patience, and also look forward to getting our city back to the way it should be. Thank you. I'm sorry. Next, I'd like to introduce DFS Commissioner Green. Thank you.
Thank you. And good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Hello, my name is Angela Green, and I am the Commissioner for the Department of Family and Support Services. And I want to begin by saying thank you, Mayor Johnson, and the Office of Emergency Management and Communications, as well as to Alderman Hall. Thank you for your constant concern and your work on protecting Chicagoans. I want to thank all the first responders for their steadfast leadership through the city's storm response and for helping keeping Chicagoans safe. Our department serves the most vulnerable residents across the city. And if you are in need of support following the storm, we ask you again to please call 311. If you are struggling with food insecurity, please call 211. Or you may also reach out to the Greater Chicago Food Depository. The Department of Family Support Services has 6 community centers throughout the city. We're open today until 5 and Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, where you can get out from the heat. You could charge your phone, different things that you may have. If you need electricity, please feel free to access any of our community centers. In addition, for those of you that may be in distress because of power outages, please know that you can receive additional services and support if you reach out through 311. Those of you that may be receiving our Meals on Wheels, our drivers are on alert and they're notifying us if you are experiencing power outages so that we can ensure that you receive those additional supports as needed. Our ombudsman team is working with the Chicago Department of Public Health to provide additional resources and support to our seniors that are in long-term care facilities and nursing homes. If you are a caregiver who is taking care of someone who may be homebound, please call 311 to request a temporary residential stay during this power outage time. And you could also call, if you're a caregiver, for support for yourself as well. Additionally, we're asking all of our seniors to come to our senior centers. We have 19 satellite as well as senior centers throughout the city where you can find relief from the heat, and if you have power outages, you can connect there, but also connect to the services that we have in our senior services. I do ask for our seniors and others to call 311 for well-being checks. And also, we ask that if you are experiencing homelessness, if you are out and unsheltered, we are out there providing resources as well as providing and offering up shelter placement. And then finally, if you are a property manager, we ask you to please notify the Department of Buildings about any structural damage and ensure all occupants are informed of the building safety conditions and relevant safety guidance. So thank you everyone for your support and for your attention to your loved ones and neighbors as part of our citywide storm response. I ask you to please take care. I will now turn it over to ComEd's Executive Vice President and COO, David Perez.
Thank you, Commissioner Green. Thank you, Mayor Johnson, and thank you to your entire team for partnering with us so that we can restore electricity and power and restore normalcy to the lives of all our customers and neighbors. These storms were significant. We have not seen this type of systems and destruction on our system in several years. It was a two-wave storm. The first storm impacted us on Wednesday afternoon. It caused over 550,000 outages across northern Illinois. As of 2 p.m. today, we've restored 460,000 of those outages and those customers. The remaining customers of Storm 1, we expect to have them all completed and restored by tomorrow at midnight. The second storm, while we were attacking the first storm, where we had to pause because of the safety of all our men and women who answered the call of duty to work under these significant, dangerous conditions and extreme weather conditions, we had to pause them while Storm 2 made its way again through the same path that the first one took and impacted another 150,000 customers. As of 2 p.m., we've restored over 110,000 of those customers. Those customers we expect to have completely restored by Sunday at midnight. Our commitment is, like we've been doing for the past 2 days, is to work tirelessly, night and day, to make sure that we safely and timely and efficiently restore power to all our customers and neighbors and neighborhoods. That's our commitment. At ComEd, just like you see the men and women behind me, we have the best trained professionals in this industry. They won't stop until we restore every customer safely. Safety at ComEd is not a priority. It's not a target. It's a value. So we ask all our customers, please stay clear of any down wires, any equipment, any trees that you see that could be hanging off of our wires. Do not assume they're safe to be handled. Call us, call the city, call us at our care centers, on our website, so we can come out immediately to make it safe. With that, thank you, and you have our commitment. I'll ask Mayor Johnson to come back up for a Q&A.
Thank you, Mr. Perez. Our Commissioner for Water Management is here. Just give him a couple of minutes to say a few words. Please welcome Commissioner Connor.
Good afternoon. Again, thank you. My name is Randy Connor. I'm the Commissioner for Chicago Department of Water Management. Thank you, Mayor Johnson and Alderman Hall. Again, we're here to just make sure that people know that we're here for support for the departments that are really out here in it. Over these past 2 days, we had, as the mayor said, a little bit better than 100 water and basements, as well as about 300 water and street complaints. We just ask that you be patient with us as we attack those, as well as the rest of our work, because we are supporting these other departments and ensuring that trees are picked up, making sure that the right-of-ways are clear for people to get back and forth. Again, thank you to you all who have been patient, and I'm asking you to continue to be patient and please spread the word. Thank you. Mayor Johnson.
Good afternoon. We're going to start over here with Charles.
Yeah, my question is just regarding the general timeline for cleanup and infrastructure repairs, as well as how much cleanup have we seen thus far?
Yeah, well, we're obviously moving with the expediency. As Commissioner Stoller indicated, the first point of response are our major thoroughfares to make sure that our emergency vehicles, as well as our city vehicles, can get to the neighborhoods, inside the neighborhoods. But it also allows for families to continue to be able to get to work and to access their appointments. We fully expect over the next week that we'll be in a much better position. As each of our commissioners have articulated, we are thankful for the patience of the people of Chicago, but I'm really grateful for everyday residents who are stepping up to support one another. And we should continue to do that, do it in a safe way. I was not just here in the 6th Ward, but we were just a little further south in the 21st Ward. We're hearing stories of block club presidents that are stepping in and providing support for families. That's who we are in Chicago. We don't leave anyone by the wayside. We are our brothers and sisters keepers. And so as our departments, working with our partners, work with expediency to clear out debris and to get our spaces restored. Again, we're encouraging families to continue to call 311 so that we don't miss anyone.
Hi, Mayor Johnson. Hi. This morning we were out in Englewood and near 71st and Green Street. There is a tree completely blocking the road. My question is, how are these calls being prioritized? The tree fell on Wednesday, and they say crews still haven't been by to assess the damage. So just wondering.
Yeah, thank you for that question, Commissioner.
Cole Stoller, Streets and Sand. So you know, the first storm, we got to a good point there where we had about 200 blocked streets. And then with the last night's storm, it took us over 400. So we're at about 450 blocked streets throughout the city. We encourage people to keep calling 311. We're out inspecting those, and we're trying to get all the streets open, as the mayor stated. That's our number one goal this week and weekend. We're going to be out all weekend. These are folks standing behind us that are doing that work. We're putting in long hours. They're going home, getting a little bit of rest, and they're right back at it. And then there's issues, as ComEd mentioned, that we're working together with them also, because there are wires tied into those. So it's a matter of coming together, but we have to do everything safely. Everybody wants us to get to them. We're going to get to them, but it is a safety matter, and we're working in conjunction with People's Gas, ComEd, to do things like that. Okay.
Good afternoon, Mayor and team.
Good afternoon.
Do you guys have preliminary numbers as far as property damage, and were there any injuries within the back-to-back storms?
Hi, Executive Director Frank Velez, OMC. So at this moment, luckily we didn't have any injuries that were sustained due to these storms. In the numbers, we're currently working right now to conduct a joint preliminary assessment on that. So I'm working with all the departments and teams to get an accurate number for you. We should have that by Monday. But I just want to remind everyone that it takes time. What we're trying to do is compose a list, not with ourselves, but of the county and the state, which is a joint preliminary assessment. We're going to be sending out surveys starting out this evening through our OMC app, so then the residents can put their information in so we can get better numbers on numbers of damages that we have out there. Okay, thank you.
Thanks for taking the questions, Mayor Johnson.
Of course.
I know that assessment teams are going to go out next week, the city and the state, and also hopefully FEMA. I know when we've talked at storm damage scenes last year, there was some concern about FEMA slow walking or denying aid requests to Chicago. How concerned are you about that this time, and what can people do if that happens?
Well, we're going to do our part, first of all, as a city, working with our residents to make sure that there's a full assessment. We obviously have great partners at the county level as well as state, IEMA. As far as FEMA's responsibility to the people of America, we fully expect them to do their part, right? I mean, there are families who are reeling from the damages by the storms, and as it's evident that we should anticipate these type of torrential rainfalls and other issues that are related to climate change. Again, we're going to work with our partners at every single level of government to make sure that whatever damage that has occurred, that assessment allows for us to figure out our next steps.
I appreciate that. Thank you. A quick question about Mike Rodriguez's committee on Monday dealing with VGTs. Have you been talking to Bally's about getting them to increase staffing at the casino in exchange for banning them?
Well, look, there are some significant concerns that exist with VGTs, particularly around the development of the casino, the revenue of the casino, and then jobs. Right? Bally's has committed to creating thousands of jobs, right? And so this hearing is going to allow for a robust debate to take place so that we can have a course of action that doesn't harm, workers, right? As I work to ensure that we are the most pro-worker city in America, we have to center our commitment to everyday people, and at a time in which we know that affordability is a top concern for people, not just in Chicago but across the country. Policies that undermine the interests of working people is one that we will have to address. So again, there are significant concerns about VGTs and the impact that will have on workers' revenue and the development of the casino. And any policy that undermines our good efforts to protect working people, we obviously have to review that. All right. Is that everyone? All right, thank you all very much. Nice job, guys.